The upgrades that change your home the most aren't always the ones anyone is talking about. Not the ones with billboards, not the ones trending on every tech channel. The ones hiding in plain sight, doing things you didn't know your home could do, solving problems you've lived with so long you stopped noticing them. These 10 upgrades are exactly that. And by the end of this, your home will never look the same way again.
Every smart home automation starts with the same broken assumption that you're moving. Traditional motion sensors only fire when something changes. The moment you sit still on the couch, open a book, settle into focus at your desk, the lights go off. The thermostat thinks you've left. The system stops responding because it was never actually detecting you. It was detecting movement. The Aqara FP300 is something different. It combines 60 GHz millimeter wave with a passive infrared sensor and an AI layer that learns your space over time, detecting true human presence, even when you haven't moved in 20 minutes. A 120-degree field of view reaches up to 6 meters. Battery-powered, wireless, placeable anywhere. Temperature, humidity, and ambient light sensors are built in, giving every automation a fuller picture of the room it's responding to. Starting at $50, these are lights that stay on because you're there, not because you moved.
But a single sensor only tells one part of the story. Here's the problem every smart home eventually runs into. Individual devices each contribute a piece of the puzzle. A door contact sensor knows the front door opened. A motion sensor caught movement in the hallway. A presence sensor detected someone in the living room. But none of them talk to each other in a meaningful way. Automations fire based on isolated signals. The result is a system that's technically smart, but practically imprecise. Lights turn on in empty rooms. Climate controls cycle unnecessarily. The home responds to data points instead of reality. The Aqara Presence soft sensor changes that entirely, and it costs nothing. It's a free software feature inside the Aqara Home app that creates a virtual sensor for any room in your home. Rather than relying on a single device to determine occupancy, it pulls data from every relevant device in that space simultaneously. Presence sensors, door and window contacts, motion detectors, smart locks, even your thermostat. Runs all of that through an AI model on your local hub and produces a single unified output, occupied or vacant. The result is occupancy detection that understands context. If the front door opened and closed, someone either arrived or left. If the presence sensor went quiet but the TV is still running, the room probably isn't empty. If no device has registered activity in 20 minutes and the door hasn't opened since the last person left, the home can act on that with confidence, dimming lights, adjusting temperature, saving energy without second-guessing itself. Setup takes minutes inside the Aqara app. Select the room, choose the devices, assign it to your Hub M3. The soft sensor appears as a single accessory, ready to drive any automation you build around it. The smartest upgrade on this list doesn't cost a penny. It's already waiting in your app.
Some upgrades change how your home thinks. This one changes how your home feels every single morning. Manual blinds and curtains are one of those small daily frictions that compound quietly over time. The light that wakes you up 30 minutes too early, the cords your children shouldn't touch, the shades that have been half open for 3 days because nobody got around to closing them. Bringnox smart shades remove all of it. Custom built to your exact window dimensions, motorized with a silent, rechargeable motor that operates below 45 decibels, quieter than a conversation. A single charge lasts 4 to 6 months. The optional solar panel charges them using the sunlight coming through the very window they cover, making battery management a non-concern entirely. A Tech certified blackout fabric blocks light completely when closed. Matter support connects them to Apple Home, Google Home, Alexa, and SmartThings, with voice control, app scheduling, and sunrise and sunset automation built in. One hub controls up to 30 shades simultaneously. Child safe with no dangling cords. Cord free. Starting from $110, these shades open with the sunrise and close when you say goodnight.
Not every upgrade lives in your living room. Some of the most meaningful ones happen in the first 5 minutes of your morning. There's something most people don't know about their kettle. Standard stainless steel over time micro-corrodes, leaching trace minerals into your water, subtly altering its chemistry and leaving a faint metallic taste that sits underneath every cup of coffee or tea you've ever made. You've been drinking it so long, you don't notice it anymore. The Rokkoyo Titan is built from medical-grade TA1 titanium, the same material trusted for surgical implants. Completely bioinert, immune to rust, chemically neutral at boiling temperatures, meaning nothing passes into your water. What you taste is the coffee itself, with nothing in between. An 1100-watt heating base brings 800 milliliters to boiling rapidly. An internal sensor array holds temperature within plus or minus 1 degree Celsius, critical for pour-over coffee, delicate teas, and any brew that requires precision. The seamless 6mm titanium gooseneck spout delivers a laminar, perfectly controlled stream. Counterweighted handle design shifts the center of gravity toward your wrist, reducing fatigue during slow pours. At $189, this is the purest cup you've ever made.
The home feels different when the air is clean. Most people have never experienced it. Indoor air carries what you can't see. Fine dust, pet dander, pollen, PM 2.5 particles from cooking, mold spores, smoke. It builds silently, and the effects are gradual enough that most households simply adapt. The BLUEAIR BLUEPURE 211i Max removes it. HEPA-silent dual filtration combines mechanical and electrostatic capture to remove 99.97% of airborne particles down to 0.1 microns, cleaning 3,235 square feet of air in a single hour. Smart sensors continuously monitor PM1, PM 2.5, and PM 10 levels and auto-adjust fan speed in real time. Whisper quiet at 23 decibels on low. Alexa and Google Home compatible. Cleaner air, quieter rooms, and a home that breathes properly at $239.
And while the air in your living spaces gets cleaner, the room that produces the most pollution in any home has been waiting for its own upgrade. Cooking generates more than aroma. Gas stoves emit nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, and PM 2.5 particles with every use. Even electric cooking produces fine grease vapor that coats surfaces, embeds in fabrics, and enters your lungs long before a conventional range hood catches up. The problem isn't just ventilation, it's the performance gap between what traditional hoods promise and what they actually deliver. Clogged filters, fading suction, and a cleaning ritual that most homeowners avoid for months. The Arspura F1 eliminates filters entirely. Its high-speed BLDC motor accelerates to over 120,000 RPM, generating centrifugal forces that physically separate grease and smoke from the air before they reach the duct. An internal 3-minute dry cleaning cycle spins off oil buildup automatically, reducing manual cleaning by up to 90%. The inner chamber is coated in high-temperature silicone to prevent grease from adhering in the first place. 16 meters per second of airflow, the highest in the Arspura lineup. Touch-free gesture control means a wave of the hand adjusts speed without putting dirty fingers on the panel. PM 2.5 monitoring built in. A kitchen that clears itself at just $1,299.
And then there's the room nobody ever upgrades, until they do, and wonder why it took so long. The bathroom is one of the most used spaces in any home. And in most households, it's running on hardware that hasn't changed meaningfully in decades. The Horow X70 changes the entire experience of that room in ways that are difficult to explain until you've lived with it. A 100-watt pump-assisted flushing system delivers a powerful 6-second flush regardless of water pressure, solving one of the most persistent complaints in residential plumbing. Radar-based auto lid opens as you approach, closes when you leave. A foot kick sensor handles flushing without contact. 4-stage sterilization combines UVC light, electrolyzed water, multi-layer filtration, and a self-cleaning nozzle. A foam shield coats the bowl before each use, preventing splashback and inhibiting bacteria.
Rhythmic ambient lighting responds to the surrounding environment. A movable warm air dryer completes the experience hands-free. At $1,599, this is the upgrade you wouldn't have thought you needed, but won't stop talking about.
Until now, the outside of the home has stayed the same regardless of what's happening inside it. The Govee Permanent Outdoor Lights Prism are the world's first permanent outdoor lights to deliver a triple-color lighting effect from a single fixture head. 3 individually addressable LEDs per module, angled inward to blend, produce gradients that appear to move across your roofline with a fluidity no single LED system can replicate. 16 million colors, RGB WWIC with lumen blend technology for smooth, accurate transitions from warm amber to cool white. IP68 waterproofing on every module, submersible to 3 meters, rated for temperatures from -22 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. 50,000 hours of lifespan. Permanent installation means no seasonal setup, no storage, no ladders in December. 100 scene modes controlled from the Govee app with Matter, Alexa, and Google Home support. Your home will look extraordinary year-round on any occasion, starting at $539.
A home this intelligent deserves to know exactly what's happening around it. Most outdoor security cameras watch. The Aqara Camera Hub G5 Pro does something more. It thinks, responds, and connects everything around it. Its 4-megapixel sensor pairs with an f1.0 aperture lens and a 1.18-inch image sensor, the optical combination that allows full-color night vision without switching to infrared. Where other cameras produce grainy, gray footage after dark, the G5 Pro maintains natural color and facial detail under its built-in spotlight. AI detection identifies people, pets, vehicles, packages, and tampering attempts locally without uploading to a server. Sound detection recognizes alarms, barking, and environmental audio events. PoE delivers continuous power over a single cable with no Wi-Fi dependency. 32 gigabytes of onboard eMMC storage keeps footage local and encrypted. But the camera is only half the story. Built into the same housing is a full Matter controller, Thread border router, and Zigbee 3.0 hub, connecting every smart device in your home through one outdoor-mounted device. Security and intelligence in one. For around $180, this is the eyes and the brain of your home.
And then the home steps outside, because the most intelligent version of your living space doesn't stop at the front door. Lawn care has always been the last chore that smart home technology couldn't reach. Robotic mowers existed, but they came with conditions. Perimeter wires buried across the yard, GPS antennas, calibration sessions that consumed an entire weekend. The result was a system that worked, slowly, on flat, rectangular lawns with nothing in the way. The Roborock RockNeo Q110H starts without any of that. No wires, no buried hardware, no weekend installation. Roborock's Centisphere system combines full-band RTK satellite positioning accurate to within centimeters with VSLAM visual navigation that takes over under tree cover, near buildings, and anywhere satellite signals weaken. Stereo vision obstacle avoidance identifies toys, garden tools, furniture, people, and animals in real time, steering around them without interrupting the mow. AI-powered smart mapping learns your yard over time, optimizing routes and building more efficient patterns with every run. A wildlife-friendly mode pauses mowing during overnight hours. Rain detection sends it back to the dock automatically and resumes when conditions clear. The optional Pressy Edge module trims to within 1.2 inches of boundaries. 45-degree slope capability, IPX6 water resistance. A lawn that maintains itself year-round on its own schedule. The last room that needed to catch up at $1,299.
10 upgrades that nobody talks about, that change everything. Not the loudest products on the market, not the ones with the biggest marketing budgets, the ones that quietly redesign how your home feels, how it responds, how it works for you every single day without asking for your attention. That's what a genuinely smart home
actually is. Not more devices, a better life. If this is the kind of upgrade you're building toward, subscribe. There's more where this came from, and links to every single product on this list are waiting for you in the description below.